or when was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went in the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw on her nightgown, unlock her closet, take foreign paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, and all in the most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching.
Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses shut.
What is this she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing hands. I have known her continue this in a quarter of an hour.
Yet, here's a spot.
Hark! She speaks! I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Ow, damn spot, I say. 1, 2, why then, time's to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a fear. What need we fear, who knows it? When none can call our power to account, yet who would have thought that the old man have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
That thane of five had a wife, where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean? No more than, oh my lord, oh that you mar all with this starting.
To go to, you have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood. Still, all the perfumes in Arabia could not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh.
What a sigh is there, the heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in allusion to the dignity of my whole body.
Well, well, well.
Pray God it be, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice.
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo was buried, he cannot come out of his grave.
Even so?
To bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, come, come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad on natural deeds, to breed unnatural troubles, infected minds. To the deaf pills will discharge your secrets. More needs she the divine than the physician. God, God, forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance. Still, keep her eyes upon her. So good night. My mind she has made it. Amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge burns in them for their dear causes, would to the bleeding and grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Sperman Wood, shall we meet them? That way they are coming.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane, he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others that lesser hate him. Do call it valiant fury, but for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands? Now minutely revolt, upbraid, his faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does commendem itself for being there?
Well, march we on, to give obedience where 'tis truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly weal, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us.
For so much as it needs to do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds, make we our march towards Britain.
All right, bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood remove to Dunstane. I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced to me thus, fear not Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false things, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where goest thou that loose look?
There's 10,000.
Peace, villain?
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face over thy fear. thou lily-livered boy? What soldier's patch? Death of thy soul. Those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldier's way face?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan, I am sick at heart when I behold. Satan, I say, this push will cheer me ever or deceit me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life is fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have, but in their stead, curses, not loud, but deep, mouth, honor, breath, which the poor heart would fain deny, and dare me not. Satan!
What is your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till my bones, my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses, scour the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Oh, good, my good lord, your royal preparation
Cure her.
makes us good hear something.
Well, cure her of that. And she is troubled, which with thick coming. Oh my, I wrote the wrong thing. Canst thou not minister to mind disease? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet, obvious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of the peerless stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physics to the dogs. I'll none of it. Come, put my armor on. Give me my staff. Satan, send out. Doctor, the things fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, catch the water of my land, find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health. I would applaud thee to the very echo. That should applaud again. Pull off, I say. With what reward, sign, or what primitive drug would score these English hens? Hearest thou of them?
Ay, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death in vain, till Burnham Forest come to Dunsane.
Were I from Dunsine's away and clear, profit again shall hardly draw me here.
Cousins, I hope the days are near hand that Chambers will be saved.
We doubt it nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bow and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery err in report of us.
We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and will endure our setting down before it.
'Tis his main hope, for where there is advantage to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt. And none serve him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just in shows, attend the true event, and we put on industrious soldiership.
On the outward walls, the cry is still. They come, our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours? We might have met them therefore, beard to beard, and beat them backwards home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my lord.
Get up here. I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled. To hear a night shriek, and my foul of hair would have had a damsel entreaties rouse and stir. As life were in it, I have supplied full of horrors. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once stop me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I shall say which I said I saw, but not know how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
Okay. As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave.
Let me endure your wrath. If it be not so, within this 3-mile way you may see it coming. I say a moving growth.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive, till famine clean thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equation to the fiend that lies truth. Fear not, till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsing. And now a wood comes toward Dunsing, and arm, and out. If this what he avouches does appear, there is nor flying hence, nor tearing here. I will begin to be aweary of the sun, and wish the state or the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell, blow, wind, come, rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back.
1.
Now near enough, your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macbeth and we shall take upon what else remains to do according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumps spake. Give them our breath. Take glamorous harbingers of blood and death. Cut!
Is that it?
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it.
No. Though thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name is Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful than to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant with my sword. I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
I was born of woman, but swords I smile at weapons laughed to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
noises. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou best slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghost will hunt me still. I cannot strike and wrench currents with whose arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I steed again. Indeed, there thou shouldn't be by the great clatter. And one of the greatest note seems rooted. Let him find him fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord, the castle's gently rendered, the tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword? While I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Snap.
Turn, Elham, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with the blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. The bloodier villain than terms can give their out.
Thou losest labor, as easy mayest thou the interchant air with thy mead king's sword, and press as makes me bleed. Let fail thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still last served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
Accuse me that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man, and these juggling finds no more believed. That palter with us in double sense, that keeps the word of promise to our ear, and break to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yell thee coward, and live to be the show, and the gaze, oh, the time will have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted out on a pole, and under right here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Through Burnham Wood be to Dunsing, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damn be him that first cries, hold the knife.
How keen for those so thou art, behold, where stands the upsur's cursed head. The time is free, I see thee compassed with the kingdom's peril, that speak my solution in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. How keen of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kingsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and fiend-like queen, who as to stop by self and violent hands took off her own life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace So thanks to all at once and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.
Don't you forget about me. Don't.
I missed my eye.
Oh, don't put it in your eye.
Oh, shit. I got it in my mouth. It got in my mouth.
I need the money. I need the money.
Funny. Damn it. Oh,
I need the
was
money.
not recording.
Ashley, the money.
Wait, what?
Let's go.
You need to get your costume on. You need to get your costume on.
process of it.
I need to get ketchup.
I want to look at the ketchup.
No.
Ketchup is food. It needs to be eaten, and I'm not very wasteful. So come on, I need to lick this. I'll lick it later. Oh, cool, another sword.
Now here, no.
Wait.
Spray wound up. I'm getting a.
Oh.
Hold on. Atrás.
Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy snort.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be saved.
Louder.
Yeah.
Don't play with my head. He doesn't like that.
Go.
I'm kidding.
Go get ice cream in our costumes.
Dude, let's go. Are you down? Someone stop it.
Film
Nessie,
it.
go stop it.
Paleteros, you say
I'm gonna
paleteros.
go get money. Alright, let's all go get money.
Thou lily-livered boy. What soldier's patch?
The English force.
Oh my god.
Death of thy.
To be